Hi everyone, my name is Tyler. I'm a visual artist, and I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions just so I can try to do this Q&A type of video. I just wanted to try it today and see where it goes. And yeah, I think I'm gonna split it up into like 2 videos. Okay, so the first half of these questions are gonna be more about like my art style, my ideas, and my inspiration. Alright, first question. Someone wants to know how I got started on my art. Well, I've always loved art. I feel like I've always been drawn to it. Just like taking art classes, or like when I was a kid at church, just like always having a notebook to draw in, you know. So yeah, it kind of just like developed over time naturally. Just going from like simple drawings to acrylic paintings, and then now I'm working on oil paintings. I'm not just interested in drawing too. Like I like all forms of art. I really enjoy movies and films, music. I've messed around with clay before. I've messed around with filmmaking. I've tried like lino cut prints. I go to school for industrial design, so I've designed products before. Not any that's on the market yet, but you know, anything that just like shows some sort of expression is what I truly love. Alright, second question is how I discovered my art style. I think everybody has their own art style. Everybody is unique in their own way. I think if you do something pertaining to what you are interested in, if you do that enough, then you will definitely develop a style over time. And so for me, I've always liked things that were kind of out of the ordinary or weird per se. I love vibrant colors and things that just stand out. And so I tried to make things that carry that same essence. Whether it's like making people, but maybe they have like a different color skin, or they have 3 eyes, or just like an abnormal face, you know. Or one of the paintings I have here, like it's a guy, he's turned around but he has like a bunch of eyeballs like attached to the back of his head. So just things like that, just something very out of the ordinary is what I like. Alright, question number 3 is how long have I been painting and what inspires me? So I've been painting for about 5 years now, I would say. I think I started out with, you know, just pencil and paper, and then I think I moved to pen, and then color pencil, and then acrylic paint, which was probably in like 2021, and then I tried out oils like probably a year after that. So yeah, I've just been messing with oils since then, maybe like 2022. But what really inspires me is just seeing things that just aren't normal. I love like surreal things because I don't know. I guess it just takes you away on what you normally see on a daily basis in this world, which is what I like. Just any type of art form I'm just really inspired by. Alright, question number 4. Someone asked where my ideas come from. They really just come from my head, like like I am inspired by weird stuff, so I try to think in a weird way, or I guess like in an abnormal way, in a way that makes it fun for me. I really like art that has like one subject matter, but it's very like twisted, right? Say I am looking at a portrait or just some type of subject, then I kind of think like how could I like twist this in some way, or make this kind of like as emotional as possible. Yeah, I just think of something and I just make it. I don't really try to think about it too much because once I do start a painting, then sometimes the outcome does change, and then I do look at the outcome, and sometimes I think about it. I'm like, maybe this is something going on subconsciously within myself, which is like a weird thing to realize. Even if it's like some random idea that I had just for fun, like it might have like an actual emotional impact that was held within myself. So that's like something I like to realize within my paintings, but that's where my ideas come from. Alright, 5th question is how do I get out of artist block and where do I get my inspiration from? I made a video on this, like a little short video on how to get rid of artist block, 3 things that I do, just simple ways, but just to summarize it, well, I'll probably make like a longer form videos pretty soon, just to go in depth about it, but the first thing I do is literally just put anything on the canvas, or just any medium that you are involved in. You literally just have to do something, just anything. Like if you are an artist, just start laying down some color, and if you take that first step, then the next one might just be like, okay, like you might not know what to paint, but just start scribbling until something shows up. I would find some inspiration. I would probably just go on Pinterest, or just like, you know, like take a walk and see what inspires you, and try to create something from that, whether it's like music or just like some sculpture you see or a person, just anything. And then like most of the time I just do the first thing I think of. A lot of times I don't know what to paint. I try to find like some sort of meaning, or I try to find like a topic I can focus on, and so I can like kind of hone in on an idea based off that topic. But sometimes I don't know what the topic is, and so I just think of like, oh, I just want to, maybe I'll just draw a face today and then see where it goes. A lot of times I paint something and the end result is totally different from what I thought it could have been or would have been. So in that way it's fun to me. A lot of people don't like that for themselves, but I like having like a mystery of what this thing is going to be. I feel like it's like the universe like using you as a paintbrush, and like the end result isn't necessarily from you, but it's from like a greater source. And so I feel like it's cool to see that. But yeah, those are just simple ways that I get out of art block. Hope that helped. Let's see. And then yeah, my inspiration, I just get it from Pinterest, or I do like just surreal things. So just any movies or any art projects I see online really inspire me. Alright, sixth question is, what was the trickiest thing you had to figure out when starting out recording your? The trickiest thing was probably to keep things leveled out. When I first started recording it, it was just like on my table, and I would like have my camera like pointed down like that onto the table. Sometimes the canvas would be kind of too big for the camera. Like I bought like a tripod, but I didn't want the tripod to be shown in the camera shot, or really just like any of my surroundings like around that canvas I didn't want to show. Another issue I had was like painting and then like pausing the video and then painting again. A problem I have now is just like my phone storage is just like, it just runs out so fast, so I have to I keep having to delete a bunch of videos or apps in order to keep filming my process, so that's really annoying. Alright, number 7, have you done any art competitions? I think I had like one like in middle school, in art class, or in high school. Like they would just put you in a competition. I didn't win, but you know. What's your favorite color, artist wise versus just the vibe? My favorite color right now, I really like a forest green, but I have been leaning, like these past couple years I've been leaning towards like a vermilion, which is like a reddish orange color. It's very like vibrant and bright, and I love it. And the last question, am I gonna use spray paint in any other paintings? I would love to explore more with spray paint. I think it's a cool medium. I just tried it with this one painting, The Last Dance. That was my previous painting. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I'll definitely explore it more. I tried it out in my room, because this is like my studio is in my room. So I tried that, and it just like smelled so bad. After that, it was like so bad to breathe in. So I'll definitely just do it outside if I do explore it again. But those are all the questions. My camera's about to run out of storage, which sucks. But thank you for watching. I'm gonna do the second Q&A, the other half of the questions on a separate video. But I hope you liked it, and I'll see you later. Bye.